Hey, Ashraful, how are you going? So, I'm not quite sure if this thing is live, but we're gonna go as if it was. Please, anyone who wants to join in the chat, join on camera. It's greatly appreciated to be able to talk about the game, the team, and so on. And of course, if you are too shy, I will give a brief presentation, and afterwards we will see. But there's no reason to not participate in this chat. So I think that for the moment we can start going through the starting 11. I was just looking at it. So let me find it. It's been talked quite a lot about that Galtier might be in a way going back to some sort of 4-4-2 positioning, but it looks to me like he's going to stick to the 3-5-2, that he's going to stick to having three defenders in the back, which are Ramos, Marquinhos, and Danilo. And in the midfield, we're going to have, on the sides, Hakimi and Bernat. So I don't know what's up with Nuno Mendes. If you have any news about this, please write it in the comment or whatever. Just join on the camera. It's a bit upsetting always to see Nuno Mendes, especially now that we know that he's had some injuries this season. So yeah, at least Bernat is starting this game. It might just be a confidence thing. Yeah, here you have the starting 11 on the side. So like I said, we have three defenders, two on the side, which are Bernat and Hakimi, and the midfield is, as always for PSG, quite new. It's not a midfield we've seen play a lot together. It's Verratti in quite a defensive position, and Vitinha and Soler in more offensive positions. It's always complicated to know what the midfield is going to do for PSG and so on, because it has been very good and it has been quite bad this season. So it's very hard to know what's going to happen. And we have a comment here. Ashraful says Paris has 75 points after 32 Ligue 1 games this season. Their best tally at this stage of the competition since 2018-2019. They have won 24 games, only winning more 3 times in their history after 32 League. That's a very nice stat. So yeah, we've been criticizing PSG a lot this season, but I think Ashraful is right to remind us that it's not the end of the world. We are looking at quite a good season, and I think there is potential to build on this team, definitely. And we have someone. Ashraful.
Hello, Marie.
Hello, how are you going?
I'm fine.
So
What about you?
excellent, excellent. So as you can see, I was going over the starting 11, but maybe you want to add some comments, anything. Are you happy with the starting 11?
Yeah, I'm a bit happy because we always, like always, we have three center backs,
Mm-hmm.
Danilo, Ramos, and Marquinhos.
Mm-hmm.
Two left, two wing backs. Nuno Mendes is not here.
Yeah.
Juan Bernat and Achraf Hakimi.
Do you know what's up with Nuno Mendes? Have you read anything?
No, no, I didn't hear anything about injury or
Okay.
any other thing. I'm
Okay.
surprised. I'm surprised also,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
it might
like
just be like a confidence thing then, just like to let Bernat play a little. I don't know.
yeah,
And how do you feel about the midfield?
yeah. As always, Verratti, Vitina, and Carlos Soler.
Mm-hmm.
But I will prefer Lionel Messi on attacking mid and Soler and Mbappe on the strike position.
Oh, so you would swap Messi and Soler?
Yeah,
Okay, that's very interesting. Yeah, but wouldn't that be a bit dangerous? I mean, Messi isn't always like the most involved in like defensive play and stuff like this. It could weaken our
yeah.
midfield, couldn't it?
Mm, 1 minute, please.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. So yeah, of course, if anyone else wants to join in the chat, Please do. I noticed that no one has spoken yet, so there's no reason to, hold back. Every opinion is very welcome, and turn on your camera, and you can have a nice chat with Ashraful and me. That would be wonderful. And yeah, we were talking actually about Ashraful was presenting his ideas that having Soler in the place of Messi would be good. And if you have any opinions about this, of course, it's kind of now or never to share this opinion. Everything okay, Ashraful?
Yeah, everything okay. My dad
Wonderful.
just come from office.
Oh,
So
okay, okay. So yeah, I was saying, don't you think Messi is maybe not quite defensive enough to be in the midfield?
yeah, but I will prefer Verratti and Vitina in double pivot, and Messi will be on, yeah, attacking mid.
Yeah, like
Then
okay.
defensive pressure also be uh, divided between Verratti and
Hmm.
Vitina,
Okay,
and
yeah.
Messi will more free.
And how do you feel about our bench? Do you think there are any good swaps to be made?
Yeah, if Barnard doesn't look so speedy or defensively good, then we can replace him with Nuno Mendes,
Mm-hmm.
and also Vitina and Solar. We have Zaire Emery,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Ismail Garbi, and also a Kitike.
Yeah.
So I think bench is quite perfect.
And how do you feel about Ruiz? Because we've said a lot of negative things about him, but do you feel he's a good addition to this PSG team, or are you doubtful?
No, no, I think Ruiz is a good player, and he is also a good match for PSG. But you can say he plays a lot of his career time in E8 Italian league, so
Hmm.
it's difficult for him to match with PSG tactics or League One.
Hmm. Yeah.
So I think he need this season, and next season he will be as good as he yeah, always play.
Okay, so you think there is still room for him to get better and so on?
Yeah.
Okay, 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 cool, cool, cool. And have you watched a little bit Lorient games this season?
No, I didn't watch Lorient game. I only see PSG, Marseille,
Hmm.
and Lyon's game.
Yeah, and because Lorient actually they had like a killer start to the season. They were like really shattering everything, and now they've gone a bit down. But for me, they're not at all a team that we should take lightly. They have proven to be actually quite dangerous on several occasions. So I don't know. How do you feel like PSG is planning this game? Do you think the players see this as an easy game, or do you think they're worried? How do you feel about this game?
Uh, as you know, I didn't watch L- Lorient games this season, so I don't have any idea about
Mhm.
how they play. But quietly, I think this will be a good match, a fighting match, because in second leg we own the matches, draw the matches, and lost some match. So it will be not so much e- e- easy to win a match against in our Park the Princess. So it,
Mhm.
it will be a good match.
Okay, so you feel confidence this is a match we can bring home and
Yeah.
that okay, okay. And do you feel it's gonna be like one of those games where we succeed, but only because of like individual feats, or do you think that this team has potential to do something together?
Mm, yeah, honestly, I don't think so. in this season you can see Mbappe, Messi,
Hmm.
sometimes mm, Neymar before Neymar's injury. They
Hmm.
saved us. They come back with the match and score goals, win for us.
Hmm.
So in this season, there is only few matches. The team has played a beautiful game, a team game.
Hmm.
We are winning with Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, sometimes on mid someone from midfield, and our goalkeeper is saving us. So it's about like, yeah, team game, but yeah, individual performance does.
Yeah, yeah, it does really save us sometimes,
Yeah,
truly. But I do hope that we're able to kind of build something during this game because I do feel like we have the players to do it. We have players with lots of experience. I mean, Bernat, Ramos, Marquinhos, Verratti, Messi, these guys, they've seen it all, done it all. And we have lots of talents. Normally, this should add up to a cohesive team. And it's a bit upsetting when you see that they don't play together. So I don't know why do you think it is that we're not able to play really cohesively? Is there like one player to blame, or is it more a general thing?
no, I don't blame any of them.
Hmm.
I will blame our coach Galtier.
Oh, you think it's Galtier's a problem?
Yeah,
What
I
about his
think.
managing don't you like?
Uh, I don't know about the how coaches manage their teams and
Mhm.
tactical abilities, but I have a question to Galtier. You are
Mhm.
in charge from the beginning of the season, so why are not team playing equally best or good perform in every match? It's Galtier problem, I think.
Don't you think that it's also a bit, or it's quite interesting to see, for example, how the form of players like Messi or Neymar went down after the World Cup? Don't you think many players saw this first part of the season as a World Cup preparation, and then afterwards they were kind of like indifferent?
Yeah, it's kind of a World Cup favor, but yeah, as you can see in previous seasons, when Neymar became injured, hmm,
Hmm.
we don't have any Messi, but we have Mbappe, Cavani who bring the league and the tournaments for us. But
Hmm.
in this time, there is no player always trying to score for us, or only Messi and Mbappe. You can see
Hmm.
no team game. I can see any team game, but only few matches.
Hmm.
Think the Galtier has some problem with communication.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it very might well be. Many people are criticizing him, but I feel it's very typical for PSG. Like I remember when we got Pochettino, everyone was so happy and they were like, "Oh, it's an old captain," and within like a few months, we were all hating him. And I feel it's the same thing with Galtier. Like at the start of the season, we were like, "Oh, he's a serious
Yeah,
guy. He's not like a bling bling purchase. For once, we're being realistic. He's proven in League on all of this."
but but
And
in the
then
end,
we hate him.
he does the same. Yeah,
And I think maybe we should try to give the coach time because like Arsenal, they have Arteta, and for like
yeah,
several seasons, it was just like dreadful. They were playing like outside of Europe, really not good, and they stuck with it. And now, well, they're probably not going to win the title, but they're second, which is huge.
yeah.
I mean, it's really
That's
huge.
it. Yeah,
And maybe we will see the same thing with Gautier. I mean, like we can't
hope
be
so.
be
But
this impatient.
in my opinion,
Hmm.
Galtier should work on the team game.
Yeah, definitely.
He is trying to pass to Messi, pass to Mbappe, and they will score for us. and win
Mhm.
the game. But
Mhm.
as Michael Arteta does in every player, in every position, they are performing best performance,
Mhm.
and we need that. We need we have Messi, we have Mbappe, but we need a faithful Verratti or Juan Bernat or Ashraf Hakimi. They would- they should play in their position best.
Mhm.
We need the team game, as you say, in yeah 1819 and 1920.
Mhm.
PSG teams are playing very well in UEFA Champions League, in Coupe de France, in Ligue 1. They are
Mhm.
beating every team and doing a team performance. But this season is quietly not happening.
Yeah, but I feel like PSG also we're a lot about like thinking back about old memories, and we're like, oh, the 18-19 season was so great. It's like it's also the season where we got like humiliated by Manchester United C team. It's like we can't forget this stuff. Like we're all like, oh, it was so much better when we had Cavani and so on, but we got humiliated by Manchester United C team, a team which was struggling at the moment. And I think we shouldn't forget that. Like now we take it for granted that we're gonna go like at least to the semis, and we're super disappointed where we don't. But like in 18-19, we didn't take that for granted.
Yeah,
It was
uh,
a phase where we had never
yeah. I
gone
wasn't
further.
I wasn't expecting that PSG will go to final or next season
Hmm.
semi-final. I was just expected that PSG will go to quarter final
Hmm.
and they will they go final and lost. And but in next season, I will thought round of 16 will be enough for us, and they are going to semi-final and
Hmm.
lost by Manchester City. But this time we have big expectation, but the players doesn't performing well in
Yeah,
big
yeah, yeah.
stage.
Of course, and there's a lot to criticize about PSG today, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't criticize. I'm just saying that a lot of fans try to like pull us back to like all-time memories. It's like this would never happen under Matuidi, but it did. Matuidi did not win the Champions League. It totally
Yeah,
did. It's like, and maybe he did it in a way which was a bit more classy, so that for fans it was easier to accept. Like he did the effort, contrary to like other players we have today, but the level was still not, what we needed to go all the way.
yeah.
So yeah. And do you think that PSG is going to stick with this like very young identity that we've been having this season? Like, will we see more from say Remri, Garbi, or Husni, or are we selling them all?
And there is lot of rumors about only Jaire Emery will stay in the club and
Mhm.
Husni Ismail Garbi uh, they will uh, selling or on loan.
Mhm.
But I think Ismail Garbi and Jaire Emery both we need
Yeah.
we need them both.
Mhm,
Also
mhm,
Ismail Garbi and Zaire Emery. Zaire Emery is proved himself. He's playing well some match.
mhm.
1 minute. Yeah, I have to make a call.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. So yeah, we were saying that basically, yeah, PSG is kind of in a tough moment. It's kind of hard to see the motivation for some players, and it's kind of hard to see that they want to keep playing for PSG. I think for some players it might be the case. For some players it might just be tough luck. Like sometimes you have a bad period and it doesn't look quite good, but it's something that we can say that all the youngsters have in common is that they have this like true drive to become PSG players, and it's really good to see them like give it their all and really always be motivated. I don't know, Ashraful, if you feel that motivation might be a problem that we've been having these last like weeks, or if it's something like maybe we're not just good enough. It might just be the truth.
No, no, we are also enough good, but uh, as I say that we our manager has some problem with footballers,
Hmm.
mm, because you can see there is no team game in last few matches.
Hmm.
Or Mbappe or Messi is sometime from midfield they scored and win,
Hmm.
and we want to play like a team, like like Barcelona doing now, yeah, Arsenal doing now.
Hmm.
We need team game, and
Hmm.
the the supporters also want a beautiful team game,
Hmm.
as we expect. Supporters always expect too high. If but the team have to fulfill some of them, not
Yeah.
all, but have to some of them. But this
Hmm.
season is quite disappointing,
Hmm.
and but we have the, a league title for sure.
Hmm. We will see. But okay,
Let's
yeah.
see.
It's scary to say this kind of stuff. People
Yeah,
will go back to this video and they will say, "Oh, they thought they had the league title."
no risk.
No, but I think yeah, we're pretty safe on the league title, but we will see what it does.
Yeah,
And yeah, I agree with you. They haven't been delivering this season. Lots of players, like you say, you don't have to do everything, but you have to do something, and not everyone is been up
supporters
to.
always expect too high. They always expect
Mhm,
the league, the Coupe de France, the UEFA Champions League, the Club
mhm,
World Cup. But
mhm,
you can't fulfill all wishes, but you can do something for them,
mhm, mhm.
because without supporters, football is absolutely zero.
Yeah, definitely. It would be so dreadful.
So
So
we team have to do something for their supporters.
yeah, definitely. And what do you expect from this game? What's a halftime score?
Mm, last time you and Dimitri make some big expectations, but club doesn't fulfill that.
Yeah. So
I think it's 2-0.
2-0 at halftime?
Yeah, halftime.
Actually, I'm going to agree with that. I think that's realistic. Who do you think is going to score?
Um, After a long time, Juan Bernat will score one, and
Okay.
one from defense, maybe Danilo Martinez or Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, on like a header?
Yeah,
Okay.
a
Uh,
corner from Messi and a banger header from someone, Danilo Martinez or Sergio Ramos.
okay, that sounds very good. I think that we're going to get like a long shot from either Vitinha or Soler, and we're going to get something from Mbappe because it's Mbappe and he always does something. So yeah, that's my predictions. I hope we're right. It would be really fun.
Yeah, let's see.
And you think we can keep a clean sheet? Because that's also a big issue we've been having.
In first half, we will keep a clean sheet for sure,
Hmm.
and let's see about first half game.
Hmm.
mm, uh, how we play or Lorient play.
Hmm.
After that, in a first half break, then could we say that the full match will go beyond clean sheet or not?
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Well,
But
then,
first half, I think first half will be a clean sheet.
yeah, we have a great defense. We should be able to do it.
Yeah,
It's well within reach. So I think now it's only a few minutes away from game, so we can go refresh our drinks, get ready for the game, and of
yeah,
course, everyone is welcome back at halftime. Please join on camera and everything. So yeah, have an excellent
yeah.
game, and see you guys.
You too.
Bye.